Thank you so much for joining me today. This is going to be a reading for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising positions for the week of December the 13th through to December the 19th. Okay, let's get started by seeing here, where is Sagittarius this week with respect to the Fool's Journey? What major arcana describes where Sagittarius finds themselves this week? We've got a flipper. Let's see if anything wants to follow. Okay, the World. You know, I swear most of the signs have gotten that this time. It's very interesting. The card that flipped over was the Moon, so I'm going to take both. You got a flipper and a faller. So a lot of the signs have received the World card, which is not a big surprise considering last week we were really feeling that energy from the solar eclipse, bringing a lot of things into closure. So really leading to the end of a lot of cycles here. So the World card says a job well done, joy, contentment, and gratitude, the path toward enlightenment. Now the Moon card, which none of the signs have received this week, says here an important psychic insight, events behind the scenes, release fears that hold you back. Very interesting cards to receive to sort of describe where you're at, Sag. Seems like you're closing chapters out, but you don't see the ending. I feel like you're not seeing the close. You're probably like, when is this going to close? And you don't see it, but it's closing. It's drawing nearer and nearer. And I think you just are getting sort of the details through your intuition, but not before your eyes. So there's so much hidden action and energy behind the scenes that I feel like you're only picking up on through your intuition, but you're not really clear here. You've got a lot of fears about what's going on and how this is all going to come to a close. Let's see what archetype you embody this week as you're sort of moving through this energy, trying to understand it. You're the seeker. Scorpio got this card too. So you are the seeker, Sagittarius. You are seeking answers. You have some things you want to know here. So the light attribute says here, a thirst for wisdom and truth wherever they are. And the shadow attribute says an inability to commit to a path once found. Interesting. Because of that fear, maybe that's holding you back. There's a part of you that is seeking closure, seeking understanding, seeking truth, but maybe another part of you is sitting in that fear and is sort of like, well, I'm not going to commit to any path. I'm not going to be open to anything per se. I need to, I have to have a look at it first. It's almost like this idea that you are seeking, but will you completely surrender or not? That's going to be up to you. Now, let's jump into the tarot cards here to get the rest of the story for Sagittarius as they are closing out chapters that may be hidden to them. The closure of the chapter may not have been revealed yet, but man, you are feeling it and seeking it, right? You're feeling it and seeking it. So let's see here for Sagittarius, what is the overwhelming present energy for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising as they make their way through their week seeking truth, judgment, interesting, which is the card that comes right before the World card in tarot. So that makes sense. You got the World and Judgment. So you got in two different decks, you got the two cards in a row, the sequence, right? Card 21 and card 20. Sorry, like this. So it's very interesting. It's like your current situation is one step away from this chapter closing. You're so close. You're so close to bringing resolution to this difficult chapter you're in, but you just don't see it yet. You need to release your fears. You need to release your fears and trust that this is all happening the way it's supposed to happen and that you will receive that judgment. It's coming in. It's coming in here. What flipped over just now? I'm just curious. What was that? The Ten of Pentacles. Yeah. So whatever judgment is coming in, it's going to sort of reset everything. You're going to go from things that feel really constant and stable right now are going to be changing. So a situation is coming into closure with that Ten of Pentacles, with the World energy, the Judgment card, Ace of Cups, which suggests a brand new beginning is on the horizon, a very emotionally pleasing one, and that you don't see it yet. You don't see it yet. It's hidden from you. But there is an ending and a beginning in clear view here. You're just waiting on the judgment. You want to know how this is all going to happen. There is an emotional loss that you will sense, hear, or feel. So as you receive that judgment and things start to come into closure, it's almost like you have to deal with this sadness. You have to deal with letting go. You have to accept this emotional truth so that you can move forward. But I feel like understanding that is going to require you to tap into your divine connection here, High Priestess. So the change and shift that you're going to experience in this Ten of Pentacles, like that Moon card feels like to me, it's the truth is going, you know the truth on some level already. But I feel like you're going to experience this brand new start, Fool card on the bottom of the deck, through tapping into that High Priestess. Your divine connection is going to reveal that to you. And there's the Temperance card, which is you, Temperance, or is you, Sagittarius, excuse me. This card represents you in the tarot deck. So it's time to bring things into moderation. I almost feel like when I see this card with the Fool card and the High Priestess and this emotional sort of loss and sadness, I feel like you're not in balance here. You're not in balance when it comes to being in moderation with your feelings. It's almost like you're just focusing on the sadness and the hardship. What about the lightness that could get created from this new path? How come you're not focusing on that at all? It could be because the end of this cycle is so overwhelming, but at the same time, I feel like that's where you're going to feel the truth that you're seeking, is by tapping into your higher self to understand the new beginning. That the Moon card is already saying that there are psychic insights here that are important. And so it's like by seeing the Moon and the High Priestess, I feel like you need to tap into that higher self, that divine connection, because there is a new beginning coming in here, a very transformative, emotional new beginning here. This emerging energy coming in with the Knight of Cups, right under that Ace of Cups. It's like the second you open your cup up, it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. You've just got to sort of open up your heart again. I feel like you need to truly seek, instead of seeking from a place where it's like you can't commit to the path of being open. You want to be open, but you can't commit to that path just yet. And I think it's because you're still dealing with some of this shift. It's like you're between two worlds. You're between two worlds. But man, once you come out the other end of this, you're going to be so self-sufficient and comfortable in your own skin again. I feel like you're going to feel like yourself. This is a Capricorn energy. And I should say happy birthday, Sagittarius, because the sun is in Sagittarius until December 21st. So, and then we shift into Capricorn. And I feel like that's when you're going to shine. I feel like Sagittarius is going to feel lighter and more like themselves, like you can be yourself after the sun leaves Sagittarius. It's almost like right now the temperature is hot, you know, like Spirit has really turned up the volume on you to feel this ending really big time. And then you're going to step into a new path. I feel like once the sun enters Capricorn, that's when you're going to start to feel lighter and more, yeah. That's when the sun is going to shine. Ironically, in the dead of winter here in the northern hemisphere. But the sun is going to shine on you, Sagittarius, when the sun enters in Capricorn. Isn't that interesting as I was saying that? And then we see Capricorn energy with that Queen of Pentacles and the Sun card. So I think as the sun moves into Capricorn, things are shifting for Sagittarius. And all of this will be a distant memory of the past. It will be an emotional memory, but one in the past. I feel like you're going to be free of whatever is taking its time to sort of close out. You're going to be free of that in the past. You're going to be free of that when the sun enters Capricorn. What a beautiful way to see that. You're going to feel more self-reliant and prosperous. And you're going to feel like the past is a distant memory, sort of like one that you can look at in a different way. But I feel like your new start is coming when the sun enters Capricorn. Can we clarify that? Queen of Pentacles with the sun. Am I interpreting that correctly? I really feel like I am. There's the Nine of Pentacles. To me, I feel like you're going to feel so different when the sun enters Capricorn. So sort of by the beginning of next year, end of this year, you're going to start to feel really good, very abundant, right? Very much in contentment, and you're going to feel gratitude. You're going to be content. And I feel like you're really going to understand what you've been seeking this whole time when the sun enters Capricorn. So by the end of this year, beginning of next year, I feel like you're going to have a new chapter. There's that World card again, and it's like emotional dissatisfaction is ending. You're going to have a new set of emotions moving forward once the sun enters Capricorn. I feel like that's our confirmation here for you, Sagittarius. You've just got to hang in there. You got to hang in there. And you've got to sort of prepare yourself for this final judgment that's on its way. As I say that, there is the Judgment card again. You have to prepare yourself for this because it's happening. This is going to be in the past soon. This is going to be in the past soon. And I feel like the end of the year, beginning of next year is going to be really big for you to receive that new start. You're going to see things in a whole new way, Page of Swords. And it's going to be a time where you just sort of look at the world with fresh eyes. Along with that Fool energy, you know, the Page of Swords and the Fool, they kind of remind me of one another because they sort of have this childlike curiosity about the world where they have a blank slate and they can start fresh. And I feel like that's going to be you coming up. What is this Ace of Cups? The Ace of Cups is this time where it's almost like the people around you are going to start taking notice of you. You're going to start to be recognized. There's almost a recognition that's coming in with that Ace of Cups. Now this Knight of Cups is, I feel, coming in to bring in your confidence, self-love, strength, knowing who you are again. I feel like you're going to be stepping back into yourself. This Six of Cups here is Temperance. This is you remembering who you are. I feel like that Six of Cups is sort of an emotional time where you look at the past, but it's almost like you're going to look at the past and see yourself, the true self. I feel like you're going to step back and step away from, I feel like Sagittarius has almost been walking through one trauma after the other this year. It's been a difficult year. And I feel like that Six of Cups, which is a time of sort of looking back, you're going to look back and see yourself and see the difference. This is all going to be a distant memory soon. You are stepping into a new chapter. We see the Fool card. I can't help but think that this is going to happen when the sun enters into Capricorn. I really feel like when the sun enters Capricorn, you are going to have a new beginning here, Sagittarius. I'm going to leave it at that. That is a very interesting way for this reading to unfold. I really feel like it's going to come to a head soon. I'm thinking of certain Sagittarius people that I read for, and I feel like this is it. You guys are getting there. You know, the momentum that's been building for so long, I feel like is coming to a shift. It's coming to a close. Yeah. And it's time to prepare for it. Prepare for it now, emotionally, because it's going to be sad. You know, it's going to be a sad goodbye. But it's going to lead to such a happy, bright, sunny day for you. You're really stepping into a brand new sunny day, but it's almost like it's a sad goodbye to the past. It's a sad goodbye to the past, but I think when you do say goodbye finally, it will be the right time, right? With Temperance, this is all happening at the right time. Hang in there, Sagittarius, you're almost there. Now, if this has resonated for you and you would like a personal reading, you can find my email and a short little list of readings that I do in the description below. And as always, thank you so much for liking, subscribing, and watching. And we'll see you again very soon for another reading. Sending you lots of love and light, Sagittarius. Happy birthday and hang in there.